to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
49ers
working with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Tackled by Quan Alexander.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Down Buccaneers.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
65.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Gain of 18 on the play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jones. And some room to roam now. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now on fourth down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. From midfield, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Garoppolo on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. Ronald Jones. 40 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. From the gun, Brady. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
25. 49ers nothing. Bradley Pinion.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
At the Buccaneers, 36 yards.
And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
At the 20-yard line.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing again. Brady. Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's third and short.
Third down. And 3 yards to go.
Again, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Deebo Samuel, incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the 49ers get a score closer.
For the 2-point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, wide open, complete. Oh, yeah. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans runs. 85 yards. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go ahead.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
37. 49.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Richard Sherman.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to be out up.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Jones,
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Walker on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And some room to work. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And it's caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Point conversions.
Back to throw, Garoppolo to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Brady going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. To throw is Brady. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.